Hi everyone, my name is Lukumanu Iddrisu. I'm originally from Ghana, and today I have here with me my friend.
Hi, I'm Ankit. Thanks. Nice to be here, Lukumanu. I am from India and I've been here in Vaasa since 2013.
Great. So today we'll be talking about our diverse journeys here from our various countries to Vaasa, and then we'll discuss more about how we can have increase or better our community here in Vaasa, not just for internationals but Vaasa as a whole. So yes, to start, Ankit, of course, you came before I did. You came here 2013, and of course you came. Could you share a bit about, your route, how you managed to come from India to Finland?
Yeah, it was an interesting journey. It was like I was not sure. When I got to know about that I have to be here, I was not sure also that where on earth this country is located.
Yeah.
That was a bit of surprise.
Okay.
But at that time I was a bachelor, so just opportunity is knocking on the door, so I just have to jump in. So I came here for the work purpose. I came here and working with Vatsila as a mechanical design engineer to begin with, and that's where I started. I was in my early, let's say in 25s year, so it was all a kind of experiment and then try to learn new things.
Okay.
So work brought me here to answer.
Great. It's always like a unique perspective when you come here through work. So for instance, I came a year after you, which is 2014, and I came here as a student, so to study. So of course our route may be different, but of course we came here from various countries. Indeed. And of course, just like you said, I came to Vaasa by only hearing about what Vaasa is, and maybe how the Finnish education system is. But then when I arrived here, the culture was a bit different, and to assimilate and integrate was a bit tough. So it took time before actually integrating well. How was your integration process, especially you coming from a different route?
So exactly, see, in your case you did bit of research before coming here. For me, for work purpose, I didn't did that much of research. Okay, I have to go there, I have to work there. So that was my starting point. But then I was already knowing some of my friends here. They were already working here, and that helped me. That at least I know few peoples there. So that is my starting point. That go there, you have couple of knowing faces there, and then from there try to explore and learn. And as soon as I came here, at least one good thing happened, because I came here on midsummer time. So it was sunny days. So I didn't got shocked with the darkness and the black weather. So that was at least helped me from the nature perspective to settle down slowly. And secondly, because of couple of known people and friend, that helped also me to calm my nerves, and then new place, but at least couple of people to start with. So that was, let's say, my beginning.
I'm happy for you, because I came in autumn, and definitely we start the schools in autumn. So I was coming from an average weather of plus 35 degrees to a 0 degree. So it was a bit shocking. You feel so cold, it's windy, and so on. So the weather in itself was shocking, for the first time. And to be able to find your way to adapt at that time from a plus 35 to a 0 was a bit difficult. But of course, we're trying. Also, the learning and teaching processes here is different from our country. But then here you have to be smart as much as possible to adapt quickly. And that was, in the beginning, that is what you will begin to battle. And then now you start to then find work to survive. So so sometimes when you are a student and you come here, at least you have three key elements to battle with, But then as time goes on, you solve each as intermittently. But then it was interesting to see that you came here in the summer, and at least so could we say that in a way that also enhanced your integration process to some extent?
Yes, I mean, first of all, not knowing much about this place helped a bit in a way, because then you have to explore everything. Second, then I realized that of course weather is gonna be a bit challenging, but then coming in summer helped also to slowly, you face different weather, because growing up in India in 40 degrees weather, you never seen this sort of cold, you never seen this sort of dark days.
Yeah.
So that's it's bit of unthinkable
sure.
aspect, and then but if doesn't come as a surprise immediately, and if you can delay, then you know that okay, it's coming, but slowly. Because summer here is also, when I came, it was about 25-30, so it was okay kind of weather. Of course I was feeling bit cold still then, but on the other hand, and then knowing few people, because coming again back from India, because where we been in this sort of quite big social circle, try to be, support each other, more people, families and all. So with that background and mindset also, when you land here, and if you already know couple of people, familiar faces, then it also helps.
Okay.
So these are like, because these are kind of 2 or 3 things: weather, social circle that you need, and some level of engagement, that you are engaged with something.
Absolutely.
Either with study, either with work, either with some activity. Because at the end of the day, you have to, manage your time and day to settle down.
Absolutely.
So these are the
I completely agree, and there are a lot of similarities in our situation. Of course, when you come here and you meet your fellow countrymen, those who've been here already, at least they can show you certain things that can make life easier for you, which is also my situation as well. And so on. But aside that, were there something you were missing from home that you could have here? Is it through sports? Is it through games or anything? And how did you manage to
so this one thing was little bit known to me before I came here, that there is Vaasa CC cricket club, and I thought, okay, maybe this is one thing, because I've been grown up playing cricket. So that is one good time to be with your friends and play cricket. Enjoy. I mean, cricket in India is like, even though it's not a national sports, but it's the most loved sports in the country. And then I'm big fan of cricket. So that was one thing which immediately brought me here, I mean, to my attention, that okay, there is a cricket club here in Vaasa, and I immediately joined that. So the first years I really enjoyed, because I was not missing that much of my cricket here. In my free time, I was focusing on game, and that also helped me to meet more people. Because here in Vaasa's cricket club is started 2006 rather, by few fellow Indians who lives here. So you go, you meet them, and they share their experience, how they manage to survive in this country, how they engage, and then you start to feel more and more confident about, yes, there are other people, community, friends available here. And also, I mean, cricket is where other Asian countries like Pakistan, Sri Lankan, Bangladeshi, Nepalis were playing. So it also helped to exchange your thoughts. Because coming from India, where you are work, or let's say staying with specific set of community, but then you come here, you start to learn this process also, that okay, how people coming from different part of the world are not so different in that sense. Of course their route is different, but at the end of the day, when you start talking with them, try to learn them, understand them, then you find so much of similarity. And also with Finland also. Similarly, when slowly I start to, because in India, I mean, from where I am, we celebrate a lot of festivals. We celebrate, and again, celebration is more with people and food. So when I come here and then try to see how to celebrate, I mean, how we gonna celebrate apart from sports also, how we gonna get that platform where we can meet more people and try to celebrate with each other. So that also helped. Being with cricket team and talking with some of senior player and senior persons here, they helped us to take us to this sort of community events that were happening from begin. So again, you don't feel that away from home. You start to see that there are celebrations, not on that huge scale, but still you feel that there are celebrations happening which you can engage yourself
and bring people together. This is also resonant because also when I came here, football is a common sport in Ghana, and so the Ghanaian community during the winter they organize the indoor games and most of us converge to play. So through that you get to know other Ghanaians as well. So of course some of us who are more like passionate about football, during that time too, we then joined the team. So for instance, I joined FC Korshom and I was training with them, and through that beyond meeting my fellow countrymen, I also met other friends. We were playing together and so on. So at least it also broadened my horizon. So from knowing my circle to knowing the locals as well. So then you begin to enjoy yourself through the sports,
I mean, in life you have to be sometime, to make your life comfortable, you need to be in comfort zone. If you want to grow in your professional career, you have to come out of your comfort zone, definitely. Then you go in adverse situation and you learn new things.
Absolutely, I agree.
But in life, if you are already in diverse, let's say completely new situation where you have to adjust and adapt, then this sort of comfort feeling things like those things which brings you a bit of comfort, because those things you've been doing since your childhood, that helps you to navigate this.
Absolutely.
Here it's not like you have to grow. Here you have to survive.
Absolutely.
It's a different thing.
It's true. It's true.
And when it's come to survival and learning new things from life perspective, then this sort of comfort things helps.
In the interview,
like in case my case cricket, my case community, my case meeting new people. It helps.
Absolutely, yes, I agree. So let's delve more into the cricket. So since it has become like a sport you enjoy and your community engaged in that much, do you get the necessary kind of help to continue to partake and have the sports going?
So for cricket to survive, there are first people, you need more people. So in the past we were having quite good amount of people. In between we didn't had that much, so we had to revive it again last year. Of course we don't get that much immediate support from at least once we asked city and they provided fund. So it is city supported us. Of course city supports us also as we are registered club, so it supports also in terms of when you book or when you book the ground or premises, you get some level of discount. So in that sense also city supports, of course. But majorly the major financial backbone how we are surviving is we are from ourselves, from cricket enthusiasts who played before, who played in the past. They come and support, they provide bit of financial support, because cricket is being played by mix of people. People who are in working, they can afford to fund a bit, and people who are studying also. There are students and there are people who maybe don't having right job at this moment, they are still searching. But at the time of playing sports, we don't discriminate on all these aspects. So whoever is possible to whatever support they can provide. So that kind of things. And our plan is to, when we go and when we want to go and play out with other clubs, because first we get cricket season very short in summertime only, 2-3 months, 4 months. Really it's an outdoor sports. So and then you want to play more competitive cricket, you have to go and then play with other teams. So in Vaasa we just have right now 2 teams, so that's a good situation. So otherwise we are now traveling to Oulu and US Kola. So if you go travel, you have to also spend money. so it's not super cheap sports also in that sense. It's expensive, but our plan also to apply for this sort of sponsorship, whatever support, let's say city can provide and grants and others. So, but yeah, it's right now it's survival mode is from your own pocket.
Okay. Then the critical question I want to ask, do you think the sports influences your belongingness in Vaasa?
Well, I connect more sports not as belongingness, but more in terms of give joy, give a feeling that yes, you are playing the game or doing the activity that you loved since your childhood here in this atmosphere and this country as well. So in that sense, yeah, it's more than you feel like you are home away from home kind of feeling.
Yeah, and I believe that also makes you feel part of the whole society, the Vaasa community. So that's the point I wanted to know, because if you can have the sports that you love to play here in Vaasa, indeed you feel belonged and you feel you can do what you love and enjoy.
In a way, yes.
And I believe indeed, of course, the Asian community in Vaasa is growing. It's one of the most dominant communities in Vaasa, and a lot of you are into cricket. So I believe you need that necessary support, from the city to get this sports going. And I believe it is essential that we begin to promote some of the local sports that bring us together, so that at least the city could support it in kind or in any way possible to enhance and promote the cultural diversity. Remember, this is also a platform for the locals, like the fans, to also come to learn cricket, either by watching or by playing as well. So and through that it enriches the the Vaasa community. Everybody enjoys. It's just like, I never played ice hockey in my life. I never knew it in my life, but I've gone to watch ice hockey games a couple of times, and the atmosphere was great. It was different. Of course, I'm more used to football atmosphere, which has become normalized, but then the ice hockey feeling was also very different. Similarly, cricket, the playing, the feeling is very different. So if like the sports is promoted, one, it brings more joy to the community or the people playing it, and two, it's also a platform for others to also learn about it, and that enhances and embraces culture. So cultural through sports. So this is what I wanted to kind of highlight for me.
Indeed, as being currently the chairman of Vaasa CC Club, our vision is also that how we can bring the visibility of sports also to the locals. So the thought process what we are also having is how we can promote it, how we can make the camps for others to come in and play, learn, talk about the sports. Eventually all this routed to that you start talking with people.
Absolutely. And so it demands some key collaboration and cooperation. And I believe, just I said, like the city is the number one stakeholder to involve. And that's why, for instance, in the, let's say, municipality, we have committee for sports and so on.
Okay.
Especially when we have people who know about these kind of sports, they can champion it on the table and say, oh, how can we support these people? How can we collaborate with them to give them visibility and so on and so forth?
And I have one really good proposal for city also, that because the platform is there, but then like club for like us, we have to go and dig the information that okay, how to do this, what to. So if there is a platform where they are also inviting that, okay, whoever is a sports clubs, different sports, come together in one place, at least a yearly event once, explain that, okay, how things are happening, what are the process, what are the different sports in Vaasa being played. They come and explain also. City also explains that what are the platform, what are the way they are trying to fund this all the community.
Yes. I think this sounds a very good idea. The amalgamation of different sports at one place, and again it's also builds good relationship for the various sports, either those involved in those sports. So correct. I think this is a very sound idea that we can table it to the city or the committees responsible for sports in the municipality.
Yeah, maybe at least one person from or 1 or 2 person from the club can come and represent.
Absolutely.
But they exchange the idea. They can exchange the learnings that, okay, how to grow, how to, let's say, because mostly other current financial situations and inflations and all is also not helping, and these are not let's say club specific challenge. It's common challenge for all the clubs. How they are navigating, can there be a place which can be dedicated to cricket that can be built? What are the necessaries? Let's say there are small pockets where there are ice hockey places are being made, but along with the containers and other where they can change as a dressing room for change. How these sort of things can be also enabled for football, for cricket. Such things could be a common challenges and helps. In a way, sports is different, but the way how you play, maybe it's different, but the needs could be common. Equipments, place, dressing rooms, things are common. How to make such things available. And those are also common challenges can be explained and discussed at the same time when we get to know also what are the other options, what are the platform provides us.
Absolutely, that sounds great. So aside from sports, what do you think in your own perspective could enhance our, I don't want to say integration, but like our way of belonging here in Vaasa?
From the sports
aside from the sports perspective.
Aside from the sports. So aside from the sports perspective, what I feel is it's important that we try to see the commonality, even though we are, let's say, community wise we are different, maybe our grown-ups is a bit different, but still there are some commonalities. For example, in India we have a festival called Holi. It also happens during the Easter time only. Right now in the month of March. Of course, in our community, the festivities are always some or the other way connected to the religious. But that's a different way of celebrating the let's say events and festivity. But similar to Easter. So Easter, what they do, they again do the bonfire. So in Holika also we do the bonfire. If I don't talk about religious factor, but then the major thing is that kickstarting the spring. We are now out of the let's say winter phase. And that's kind of similarity here. That's one, and there is multiple such similarity. For example, we are having this, now we call it as Halloween days or similar. There are other days also in India. Maybe again from community wise to community wise it might be different, but we need to figure out these sort of similarities. What are the similarities and how to understand and how to explain our festivity to them as well, to bring that common ground for them, to make the others also to feel comfortable to understand and to participate and to understand our things as well. Like so we have this Navaratri Garba. So Garba is kind of an event where we do the dance together. The dance form is simple, but the thinking with that is, let's say, people spread the energy by doing the dance together, having the music together. having some rhythm together, and you meet people. So again, it's not that difficult. There are, of course, there are similar common festival here also, where there is traditional dance form that are being performed.
Absolutely, yes.
So I mean, end of the day, I think we have to just adapt to and embrace the different culture and the festivity. And how to do best, at least in my experience, is to also try to connect, find some own link, that how to make your let's say other culture festival closer to your festival also, and try to explain that.
Yeah, it's true. So meaning inviting each other to our festivities could be one point.
Yes.
And also getting time to also, just like you've explained to me, it makes a lot of sense too. And when people get understanding of something, they easily can participate. So I believe this is some. I like the point that you brought, especially from that cultural exchange perspective.
Correct.
Yeah.
India is being, like, say, diverse country, and we always believe in Vasudhaivam Kutumbakam. That the terminology is like that every person in the world is a family. So the whole family is whole world is a family.
Yeah.
That is kind of a tagline of India.
Okay.
So in that sense, going to any other place, any corner of the country or any on corner of the earth, you still try to feel that you are part of common community, global community.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course, one thing that binds us together, especially as you said, commonality, is that we are humans. Like, apart from, let's put race aside, one thing is we are all humans. So that one in itself is a denominator, or maybe a commonality for us to come together, learn from each other.
Correct.
And through that we can all grow together. Yeah. So
that's true.
I mean, it's been interesting knowing your perspective, and how, of course, it resonates with my story as well. Although we all came here from different routes, but at least we all have that international perspective. One from a steady route perspective, you from a working route perspective, and it sounds so interesting. Indeed.
Yeah. And exactly, this is what is helping in general. You have to share your experiences with others. I'm definitely sure everyone's journey is gonna be unique, but it's gonna be interesting, and you're gonna learn from each other. And it's important to share, even not only this sort of let's say happy moments or how to manage and navigate, but also the challenging part.
Absolutely.
It's important to share that even more, that how you can manage the dark period of because it's not only for us who are coming from outside, but everyone who is living here. I mean, Finns, Swedes, everyone. That time frame of between November to January, February is challenging.
Absolutely, very.
so it's not that it's challenge only for us, and then how to come out of it. For example, this sort of sports, this sort of cultural event, this sort of small gathering, common interest area activity always helps to break that barrier. Don't look at the weather, but just look at what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it has been an interesting conversation with Ankit, and I'm really happy. I believe that you will learn from this video of us, our various journeys, and how we are able to navigate our way to integrate here in Finland, and how we are looking to make Finland a community that is diverse and embrace different cultures. Thank you so much for watching, and let's keep in touch. Bye.
Thank you.